Hello and welcome to February's sewing box. This is a subscription box that you can get on my website, and in the subscription box you get everything that you need to make a project a month. And this month's project is the sweetheart bag. So if you want to make this bag but you don't have the subscription box, you can still get the pattern on the website. I will link it in the description box below. So we're going to start off with cutting our fabrics. So we should have 4 hearts all together, 2 main piece and 2 linings. We should have 2 straps in the lining fabric, and then we should have 3 straps in our main fabric. And these 3 straps are going to make up what our frill will be around the heart. So we're going to put them 2 right sides together, and we are going to sew on one end. If you're using a sewing machine, you're just going to do a straight stitch. If you're using a needle and thread, you are just going to do a simple back and forward stitch. And once we've got them 2 pieces put together, we are going to attach the 3rd piece, and we are just going to put them again right sides together and sew along that edge. And once that's all finished, we are going to take it over to our ironing board, and we are going to iron both of them seams flat, and then we are going to fold the fabric in half lengthways and iron that flat as well. And then when we finish that, we're going to start gathering our frill. So with a hand needle and thread, we are just going to do some very wide stitches. It's just a simple stitch, and this is just so that we can pull all our fabric together and make it into a frill. You can also do this on the sewing machine. If you put your stitch length as high as it will go and put your tension as high as it will actually gather the frill for you. However, I do find it quite easy to do it this way with a hand needle, as you can kind of get the frills a little bit more even, and it's a little bit easier just to spread it out when it needs spreading out. And then when that is done, we are going to start putting our frill around the heart. So as you can see here, I'm just gathering the frill all the way to the end, and then I'm going to spread it out as I go. So I'm going to start about halfway up through the heart. And then I'm just going to spread the frill out and make sure that the frill goes all the way around the perimeter of the heart. When I get to the top corner of the heart, like the middle of the heart, I'm going to try and make sure that there is no frill, because if there is a lot of gathering, it's going to be really hard for it to sit right. So I'm going to make sure there's no gathering on that side, but then on the bottom corner I'm going to make sure that there's quite a lot of gathering. And then once I'm happy with how that looks, I am going to get the other main piece of fabric in the heart and I'm going to put that right sides together, and then I'm going to pin all of that. And when that all is pinned, we are going to sew from the first notch all the way around to the second notch. And then when we have done that, we are going to take one piece out of the clips and then clip just the frill and the other main piece together. And then we're just going to do just a simple straight stitch, or just a normal hand stitch, and we're just going to make sure that that's secured into place so the frill doesn't move. And when we have done that, we're going to just chop off the bottom of the heart just so when we turn it inside out it sits right. And then we're going to turn it inside out and we're going to give it a little bit of a iron so it lies nice and flat. As you can see in this corner, I kind of caught a bit of the frill, but that's okay. That doesn't really matter. When it's all put together, you probably won't even notice that. But, you know, accidents happen sometimes. It is what it is. We'll work with it. So we're just going to do that and then just press it. So we are going to start on the strap pieces. So we're going to take them over to the iron and we're going to fold them in half lengthways and we are going to give them a iron. And then once you have done that, you're going to open it up and then you're going to fold the outer edges into the middle and give them another press. And then you're going to fold it in half again and just repress that seam. And then when we have done that, we are going to just do a simple top stitch around the top edge and the bottom edge so it looks like that. And then we are going to put the inside pieces together, the lining. So we're just going to put them wrong sides together. For mine, it doesn't really matter which side to put together because they are both the same. And then we are again going to sew from one notch to the other. But we are going to leave about a 2 centimetre, 1 inch gap just on the bottom edge so we can turn the bag's right side when we are finished. So we are going to get our main piece of fabric and we are going to just put our straps where we want them, making sure that our straps are straight. We're going to do this for both the front and the back straps as well. And then once we've decided where the strap pieces are going to go, we are going to turn that inside out and just pop our straps inside. And then we going to put our lining piece, we're actually going to turn that so it is right sides up, and we are going to put that inside the bag and line up all the seams and the corners of the heart. And then when we've done that, we are just going to sew all around that clipped edge, starting from one seam all the way around, all the way back to that seam, and we're just going to do a simple straight stitch. And then once we've done that, we can go in with our scissors and we can start putting some notches in, so when we do turn it inside out, it is going to sit nice and flat. And then we're just going to cut off the bulk of fabric that we don't need anymore, because this is going to be the outside of the bag. It doesn't really matter that it's straight, just need to get rid of most of the bulk of the fabric really. And then when we are finished with that, we are going to find the little gap that we left in our lining, and we are going to pull the whole bag out of that little gap. And then we're just going to close up that little gap in the lining with a invisible stitch. And after we've done that, we are just going to straighten our bag out. This is where you can give it a little bit of a press at the iron if you wanted to. But this is your bag complete. If you've got any scraggly pieces of thread, just cut them off, and this is what your bag should look like. So I really hope you enjoyed February's subscription box, and a very well done for your creation.